body bags where horror lies.
What's up, y'all? Dubbles at you again. Another week on the body. Got a cool Stephen King adaptation for y'all this week. Adaption. Yeah. And that is Sometimes They Come Back. So, right off the bat, this flick was rated R, but I'm pretty sure it was released as a TV film. So I never really understood that. Like, I don't know that it's that deserving of an R rating, but anyways, of course, based off of one of Stephen King's short story, a book I actually haven't read. I believe it's Night Shift. I think that's the one it's on. But yeah, so yeah, this is based on a short story. Follows Jim Norman is the guy's name. He comes back and he's a teacher in this small town. But while he's kind of restarting living this life, it flashes back and shows kind of what's haunting him, more or less, his past and tragic events involving his brother, and who was basically murdered by some kids, and these punk kids were then tragically all killed. I don't really want to give all that away because it's a pretty cool scene, even though it's pretty early in the movie. I don't know, kind of a memorable moment of the movie for sure. But yeah, basically this guy's life, and he's trying to protect his family, and he is getting more or less haunted slash plagued by these punk kids, back from the grave kind of thing. So hell yeah, pretty basic, straightforward plot off the bat, but as usual with Stephen King movies and most of his adaptions, they do a good job of character development, in my opinion. He really makes you feel for the characters, and you understand their bonds and their relationships, which I always thought his movies and what books I've read of his definitely do the same thing. So he's really vivid with his descriptions of everybody, and I mean, you feel like you really know the characters by the time the movie builds on. Really cool atmospheric moments, especially the flashback stuff. I really enjoy, and these kids, like I said, basically haunting this guy. Cool atmospheric fog night stuff. Really, really well directed, and I have to say, really well acted. Tim Matheson does a great job. There's a lot of memorable faces. I'm not, Mr. Trivia when it comes to names. I don't know everybody's names, but I try to keep up on that. And, I'm like, oh, I remember her from so and so or whatever, But yeah, so a pretty damn good solid flick, and I think you have to grade it on a curve, especially being a TV film. I think it's pretty quality. Like I said, I don't know how it really deserves the R rating. There is, I guess, some violent moments, but other than that, there's not really big language or any nudity or anything major going on. So I don't know. But I have to say, this movie does lose steam. The final act, like I said, I haven't read the book, so I can't compare the two. If they changed it, or maybe that's just how the short story is. It kind of falls flat towards the end. I don't know. I tend to just take this version, the director's liberties, how big or how little he might have took with Stephen King's story. Yeah, I just thought it fell short. It really lost steam and it overall hurt my overall rating on it. But still a quality flick. I have to suggest it. I actually picked up the sequel to this, Sometimes They Come Again, not too long ago, and I believe there's also Sometimes They Come Back for More, Part 3. They were both direct-to-video releases, so. But I'd give this one a solid rating. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Definitely suggest checking out. You're a fan of Stephen King or horror TV movies. It's definitely one of the better ones I've seen, so definitely suggest that. As always, y'all, appreciate y'all watching. Peace.